Leos, what's up? I had to do some editing, and hopefully this isn't too weird of a transition. Welcome back to your November 2019 reading. Mercury is retrograde. I just did literally almost your whole reading without the camera actually recording. So I'm kind of bummed. So that reading was talking about some emotional issues, either from a past relationship or just a very deep-seated anxiety and fear of failure that literally you probably should seek some counseling for, because it's showing like a negative pattern of stuffing it down and then sort of acting out with emotional outbursts or substance use or abuse, that kind of thing. Acting out even in physical ways. Like, there is a big need for balance. And it said accelerated motion. Some of you are dealing with an air sign that you feel like is a important soul to you. Not necessarily. This could just be somebody that you feel is your soulmate or close companion is having harsh words for you. But it looks like the union has dissolved, and you're kind of looking toward new things in a way. So the long and short of the other reading, though, accelerated emotion showed up. So it's like really needing to be present and in your body and align your energies and balance yourself, because there's a lot of blessings coming in, is what that reading showed. Let's see what this one does. For Leo, please, for November 2019, with the camera rolling. Spirit, what messages do you have for them, for their life in general, in all areas? Yeah, there's a lot of great things coming in, but it's like you really have got to ground yourself and try to let go of either this fear of failure, anxiety, or this past hurt from a past union that's failed. And it's like the thing that seemed to bother you the most about it was just the lack of success in it. It's like in your mind you want to turn the failure around to something successful. It's not even like your heart is even so much in it anymore. It's just you hate to not win, is what the cards were saying. And now it's this obsession with like, can this be turned around in my favor? Page of Wands is first out, upright. Leo, please, for November 2019. It did show potentially a new suitor coming your way. And now this reading is reflecting that as well, it looks like. Oh, Lord. Is this like the whole rest of the story? Goodness. Yeah. Boy, yeah, this is like deeper into the same story. So this union that somebody feels like was extremely important to them, you're not in alignment with yourself, and you're not balanced. There is, I see spying and lack of communication here. Like, I don't know if this is online spying or can be telepathic communication with a soulmate. The cycle is ending, but it's like begrudgingly. Like, you're not happy single, but you didn't have a good legacy being built with the whole family situation either. This is really odd. It's like you just don't like anything right now. At least you are achieving some level of clarity on the whole thing, but it's like you're really just stuck in heartbreak. Potentially over an air sign or a fire sign. And it's like you're refusing to move forward because you're ruminating on the past. And that's super unfortunate because, like, the last reading was talking about all these great things coming in. And it's like, this is over whether you want it to be or not. Like, there is a whole new cycle starting. And it's like, don't get run over by the freight train that is the universe that's just going to bring this in, ready or not. So, love advice for Leo for November 2019. What do they need to know in their love life only? So many cards for you guys now. The last one was like... oh, boy. Okay, for some of you, reconciliation could be in the cards. Free yourself in reverse, romantic feelings, attraction, give your relationship a chance. Yeah, for some of you, you've been having some difficulties in your existing relationship. Those of you that are attached to somebody or maybe had been taking a break from somebody, you don't want to let it go. You want to start new with them. You don't want to be single. You just don't feel like things are in place in a way for anybody to be successful with building a legacy or continuing on. This could have been a third party situation, but it's like, I don't even see that in the recent future. It's like this awkward situation of like, you're trying to move forward and start new things, but emotionally you're not in a good place. There's still spying going on by either you or somebody else. Communication is either not there or not very good. Maybe every time you speak to the person you fight, or everybody's got each other's blocked and it's all petty and silly. And it's like you want to start a new cycle, but you're just not able to. It's like you don't. Spiritual union. That's the card that came out last time. That's fantastic. Okay. Okay. So fertility, choose wisely, and spiritual union. Excuse me. It doesn't look like there's really super a need for alignment here. What shadow work does Leo need to do in this cycle in November 2019? What's the shadow work advice? Leos, you guys ended up with a bigger spread than anybody else. This King of Swords in reverse kind of concerns me, and the Queen of Wands in reverse, because it's like you're showing up in your own reading in reverse. And possibly somebody that you're dealing with is in reverse. And I mean, if you are female Leo and this is a person in your life, they're not coming across in a great way. Parasite. Oh boy. So this is the shadow work advice. It's parasite. You need to... okay, that just clarifies everything. You are primed for... this is a big lesson. This relationship situation, if that's what it is. This is a lesson in your life, and that's what it's intended to be. You don't stay with lessons forever. There's never going to be the family life like you want in this particular situation, okay? And the World card being present is telling you to move on from this. Like, you don't have to stay single forever, but that particular family situation is not what, you know, you want it to be. It's not going to be there. Or an investment, okay? As far as purely finances, you have this new idea. You're not sure about it. You're researching online and stuff. Okay. I think you've probably sought advice in a way from, or consultation from somebody that's, you know, a professional, maybe a broker or something in investing. they either advised against it or hadn't gotten back with you. Something has messed up the communication. You can't get an appointment in a timely fashion, something like that. Don't invest blind, okay? Because it's showing me King of Swords in reverse, Chariot in reverse, the Three of Swords upright. Like, if you just rush in and invest in something or start this new business or spend your money on a home too, there's something that you don't know about with this. Like, I would not buy a house without thoroughly having it inspected and checked and doing research and like looking into the area. Is it in a flood zone? You know what I mean? Like, don't get yourself in a purchase agreement before you are aware of all of the variables and the neighborhood too. This is talking to me about neighborhood. I would not move forward unless you're very familiar with. And also, there might be something in your personal life that you don't know about yet, that will make a difference in what it is that you're looking to do. So, yeah. As far as finances, I say just like be cautious this month. It's not like you're going to be in a bad place. I'm not saying that, but you could put yourself in a bad place with the wrong decisions. So take it easy. Enjoy the holidays, whatever they may be for you, or if any, and just hang back and kind of wait a while. This is not the time to be focusing on that kind of stuff. Work-wise, there could be some really catty people at work. There could be supervisors on your social media or people that are important at your work to your paycheck, owners, whatever, creep in your social media and you don't know it, and it could cause an issue. So watch what you post, watch who you're friends with on Facebook. If you need to go through and kind of like unfriend people from your job without, saying, that might even be a great idea this month. Just saying. Because if you have like, this almost looks like unexpected relationship drama on your social media that people could be judging you by, or you maybe drunk post or drunk text or something like that. Like, it's just not a good look, and I would be careful about that. Finances in general don't look bad, but it's like there is a need for caution in this cycle right now, like overall, like in friendships and family relationships and your finances and all of that stuff. Just take it easy, hang back, okay? Anything that is sucking energy from you, whether it is an energy of a past relationship like I'm seeing here, whether it is old issues remaining and lingering from past relationships, the fear of failure I was talking about in the beginning, go over your actual finances. Like, check your bank statement, look at what is going out. Are you paying for subscription services that you don't use anymore? Could you get rid of some of it? It's a weird example, but like way back when with like Proactive or whatever, they would ding your bank account, every month. Like, you had to set up for auto pay. Do you have some auto pays for something that you're not using, that you don't want anymore, or that you thought was canceled? Look over, your finances and look for where's the leeches, where's the draws. Are you using too much energy? Like, could your utility bills be, it's just trimming fat. Okay, as far as finances, but you need to trim the fat as far as people. If you have an exhausting friendship where somebody is like sucking the life out of you with their drama and problems all the time, cut it off, because you have to center and rebalance your energy is what it's showing me here, so you can get your life back on track. Because it's like you were rocking and rolling and everything was like super great fertile ground and stuff, but choices, it's just like hangers on, like these people, anytime there's a bright light, it's going to pull in all the bugs. Okay. And you've been like a bright light, and you've attracted a lot of bugs, and you need to turn into the bug zapper and quit dealing with all this nonsense. Relationship wise, some of you may be reconciling, some of you are looking towards something new though at the same time. If you are in an existing relationship and there hasn't been any cheating and there hasn't been any massive drama, don't lie to yourself, okay? Give it another chance. You might be being a little bit over emotional about it. Like, everybody just needs to settle down and focus on where they want to go. And there could be outside interference in your relationship if that particular situation applies to you. If this has been an ongoing ridiculous drama thing and there was a third party or something before, this is just like the need for you to move on. Free yourself. Get away from this. Stop dwelling in the old energy and stop dwelling on this idea of the whole soulmate thing. Because it's like, yeah, this person probably was a soulmate for sure, but this person's also a shitbag and was meant to teach you a lesson. Point blank. And there are some other people in your midst that you have attraction to, or they are having romantic feelings for you, and it could be worth exploring. And for those of you that, you know, are in like a long-term marriage, don't let the financial issues or I see arguments potentially over children get in the way of anything. Okay. You got to heal your relationship and heal. There's some like past, it's like lingering way far past issues for some of you Leos, like long time ago, that you throw in each other's faces and argue about, like, you know, once the petty starts flying back and forth. It's like a lot of petty. And it's like you're keeping your hearts broken and harsh words between each other by dredging up the past like that, and it's preventing moving forward. But it seems like a huge focus for you guys sort of on work and finances, I think, more than anything, but just needing to clear like the old energy, because it's like you are entering a new cycle, all you guys, whatever your situation is. Okay, Leos, I hope that resonated, probably just for like one or two of you. I'm going to move on to Sagittarius now. So, Sag. Gonna say happy birthday for any of you guys that are like super late Novembers. Let me shuffle these. Sag. Sorry guys, I gotta write down times on this. The fire video, just saying, it's gonna be a nightmare because it got interrupted after Aries, and then I did a whole like reading for Leo that wasn't being recorded, and Mercury retrograde, y'all. Whooping at me. Okay, so Sagittarius for November 2019, please. What are the messages, Spirit, for Sagittarius? For all areas of life. I'm going to address them all. Friends, family, finances, career, love life. For Sagittarius, please. November 2019. So first out, we've got 3 cups in reverse. Can't say too much about that because it's not qualified by anything else. Oh Lord, what the hell? Interesting. Okay, so we have 3 cups in reverse, 7 of Pentacles in reverse, 4 of Wands in reverse, 6 of Cups in reverse, 5 of Wands upright, 9 of Cups in reverse. A little grim so far. Let me get qualifiers. For Sagittarius, please, for November 2019, what is the focus of their love lives, and what do they need to know in love, please? We got different groups. Hold on here. So reconciliation, upright, express your love in reverse, religious factors in reverse. Shadow work, please, for Sagittarius for November 2019. You guys always end up requiring my most creative interpretation of cards. So I don't feel like there's really all this like heartbreak and like broken home and stuff around you. I kind of think that it means something else. Some of you aren't going to be having a lot of social time this month, and you're really, really potentially wanting to give up on a financial endeavor, or a financial endeavor that you've sunk a lot of money into isn't really bearing the financial fruit that you would like. And you might be dealing with some issues with your home as far as like repairs, unexpected expenses, which I think for some of you isn't anything new. Or you're kind of like, when the hell is this house purchase going to work out to be something? So shadow work for this month is artificial heart. It's new moon phase. Okay. Are you glossing over things to keep positive that maybe you shouldn't be? Because it can be of emotional detriment to continue to do that. You feel quite unfulfilled in a certain arena of your life. I think for some of you it could be love life, but for some of you it could be home and family. It could be work. It could be a combination of them all. You're just, I think, really looking for like something more. You're like, where is the payoff? Where is the accolades and the benefits of this and the emotional fulfillment? And you're like, what the fuck? Why can't anything go right? Don't have a social life. Don't have a sex life right now. My finances are a freaking mess. This house is a nightmare. What the hell? This is what I'm getting. Oh, okay. Lots of spiritual messages for you guys this month. You got the most cards of anybody. Material and spiritual prosperity. Temptation in reverse. Memories of love in reverse. Some of you have an ex trying to creep in. The universe in reverse. Wisdom in reverse. Heartache and loss. So some of you are experiencing a loss of a home, Sag. And I don't mean a home as in like flooding, loss of a home, or a fire, maybe for a very small amount of you. But this is just like possibly a childhood love is being lost. And I mean, for some of you, this is going to be moon sign, since this is involving love. It's like a childhood love that you've quarreled with, kind of thing. Like it just didn't bear fruit. There's not reunion. Like there's not going to be a happy ending. Like your wish isn't fulfilled. You hope for being able to show your true heart, but that's the shadow work that you need to do. For some reason, you can't really communicate what you want to this person. Or an ex, for some of you, is coming back as kind of a temptation in the situation, and you're sort of ruminating over old positive memories with this person, but it's like at the same time you know that it failed, and you kind of see why, and you really just can't shake the thoughts about that particular situation, and you're kind of stuck in the pain of it with this heartache and loss upright. Your home could be causing heartache and loss physically, the four walls of a purchased home and these unexpected repairs and that kind of stuff. Wisdom and universe in reverse. Okay. Be careful here. This is a time where there's a lesson to be learned here. The universe is not going to intervene. So it's going to let you make the mistake to learn the lesson. You don't have the wisdom to make a proper choice here, whatever that particular situation is. And I have a heavy feeling that it has to do with this ex or a financial situation. It looks like maybe there's a situation that you need to pull out of. It's advising you to not express your love and to reconcile potentially with an existing partner and in a more meaningful way. If you are in a marriage right now, you know, long time love, been together for a long time, you need to work on that. Okay, even if they did hurt you, or even if there is financial problems, or you guys could be fighting about belief system or like what it is that you want to do with this religious factors. It's like being at odds with each other. Like one person expects this and wants this kind of thing, and then the other person wants something different. Or you're needing to defend your belief system or what it is that you want to do. Or kind of this, some of you might be having this desire to just like do something new. Like you don't feel fulfilled where you're at and you just want a change, like for the sake of change, and to see what's out there and to see, as this can be kind of throwing the baby out with the bathwater as far as a long-standing union that can go all the way from childhood or some very near and dear soulmate type of situation. This is a big time of spiritual growth for you, regardless of what situation you find yourself in. So you're kind of being tested. There's like lessons coming in from the universe and a whole lot of tests and a whole lot of temptations that'll be presented and a whole lot of paths that you can take. There's a lot of different ways that you can go here. And I think pretty much all of them are to teach you a lesson. And not in the teach you a lesson like in the hateful way. It's just so that you learn and you grow in your journey here on earth as a soul. It is recommending, though, that you work to overcome these belief system differences or family differences between yourself and your partner. There can be family interferences or even really important friendships, like the kind of friendships where it's like you've been friends for so long you consider yourselves sisters kind of thing. Could be getting in the way of your romantic relationship, or even your partner might have cheated with this person and there's lingering pain from that too, and it's led to fighting and just heartache. But it is recommending that you stay with this near and dear bond, whether that is the friend that betrayed you or if it is, I don't think it's meaning stay with the friend, because with the 3 of Cups in reverse, I'm thinking not stay with the friend. I'm thinking it's stay with the partner. The person that you've built the 4 of Wands with. Okay. And if you've been being dishonest in your actual feelings for the person, that's all going to come out and things are going to rapidly fall apart. But I think it's falling apart so you can come together stronger despite a potential cheating scenario for some of you. It seems like something went down because there's this whole memories of love in reverse and temptation in reverse and stuff. Like, if you haven't done it yet, don't fall for the bait because it's not going to go well. Like, if you get tempted into cheating or something, or, you know, contacting this ex back and having like romantic type conversations, like your partner's going to find it. Like, I do see that. Like, that's not going to work out well and it's going to cause a ton of fighting. This is like an at-length lesson then for you. Let me get this deck. Clarify better this situation for Sagittarius. I want to clarify the 4 of Wands in reverse for me, please. 10 of Wands. So your home itself might be extremely burdensome to you, either in cost or in unexpected repairs or need for renovation, or like, for example, I understand your situation if it's the, you know, endless projects or something. Like, we bought a complete gut renovation house and I'm sitting in the middle of it right now. You can't see what's going on around this camera, but you would want to see it. So it could be something like that, and it might just be the burden of the union. Like, at this point, for some of you, you might just, the relationship might be a lot of work right now. I'll put it that way. It's not saying that you want to leave it, and it's not saying that it's over. but it might be a lot of work right now. So to clarify, this fell out upside down. The Six of Cups. You got the Three of Cups, the Eight of Swords, the Two of Wands. So it's like an old union wanting to come back together, and it's like you're blinding yourself to the facts of the situation or to the choices that you do have in the situation, and you're not seeing this new way forward or something that's coming in that could be problematic and cause fighting. Okay, so take it easy on that. I wouldn't make any snap decisions. The cards are even telling you not to make snap decisions, but you need to be objective in your thinking about it. Clarify this Five of Wands, please, for Sagittarius. Clarify Five of Wands for Sagittarius. What do we got? Three of Wands. So if you want to change directions in the relationship, like you're going to have to fight it out. But ultimately, the good that you're expecting to see, like if you're going to fight for this relationship, it's going to come through, but it's going to be like hard fought. So you have to decide with this Three of Wands upright, what way do you want to go? Do you want to leave this fighting behind so you can be victorious in that way? Or do you want to continue to fight for this relationship? Because either way, it's a huge fight and a huge burden and a huge downer. I can't think of any other word. It's like a lot. This is a lot. And I think somebody here hasn't been being honest. And your advice of shadow work is artificial heart. Like, where are you glossing over things to make them seem wonderful? Where are you lying to yourself about things? Where are you lying to your partner about things? Where is your heart in some other place and you're not really in it? Okay. I whoever this resonates to, you're going to get it and you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. If you've been talking to somebody behind your partner's back or something because everything is kind of started falling apart and the wheels are starting to come off, like it's time to make a choice because all the shit's going to come out soon. So you have free will here and you can change the outcome of this, and I think it's going to hurt you no matter what. And if you reconcile with someone from the past, it's going to cause issues with the current thing and vice versa. Okay. So really, I see that there's a choice that needs to be made. One last card of advice overall for Sagittarius for this month. Yeah, you need to see what the value of what you have. Okay. This is like also overdwelling on what you have and not seeing the blessing that's trying to come in for you. So some of you are fighting out too long in a relationship or a situation. It could be a job. It could be a house situation. You are dedicated to it and you have a singular focus, like the guy on the Three Cups, or a singular focus on reconciling with somebody from the past or reconciling a more recent relationship where you were broke up or taking a break kind of thing. But the singular focus on whatever the situation is or on your present job is making you not able to see a new blessing that could be coming in for you. Okay. So, and honesty is going to be required, whatever situation you identify with here, whether you're in an existing partnership, whether it is new people coming in. Like if you're a single person and you're dwelling in these past hurts, okay, like if you've been a single person, it doesn't matter if it's been for 5 years, at some point, either childhood issues, past relationships, something has you dwelling in a different zone to the point that you're not going to be open to, you know, the good looking stranger across the way at the holiday party. Like, you are in a different mode, or you're in a big mode too of self-judgment if you're a single person. And you're very, very wrapped up in the physical burdens of your life. Paying your bills, working, dealing with home repairs, dealing with your kids, you know, that kind of thing. Your attention is on fighting out whatever this battle is that you're dealing with, okay? And it's kind of blinding you. All right, Sag? Yeah, it was overall a good reading. It's just like, you gotta work on some things. You've got to be really honest with yourself and others. And there's been a lack of honesty, like true to your heart. A lack of centering and balance in your heart space and in your, you know, you got to be honest with yourself and everybody else in your life and really kind of cut out the bullshit. Seems like there's been a buildup of bullshit, but it's like all padding and buffering that's been put on to like protect people and protect situations and protect, you know, your home or your kids or whatever, or protecting your own heart. Like, maybe you're snowing yourself trying to believe that, you know, somebody is being kind to you when they're not. Okay, but cut out the fat, get really honest, cut the shit, and have a fantastic month, you guys. Look out for the opportunities that are coming in. Don't be so focused on problems too, or so dedicated to your current situation that you can't see the amazing thing that's coming in. Love you guys. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next reading.